lovers of Coach Mimi. Good morning to you all. How are you doing? So I have this on just because I slick my hair, okay? I slick my hair. So yes, I'm off to work, and every time I'm off to work, I use this 6 minute, 3 minute, whatever time I have to talk to you all. Hope you have a beautiful night. I love you regardless, whether you love me or not, whether you like me or not. I love you because it's a commandment from God, and I have seen God work in my life in places where I need love. He would use even the birds in the sky to show me that love, because I love people regardless, whether they are my friends or not. Shame to those of you who watch people's things without commenting or liking. Shame to you. Shame to you. Yes, shame to you. Change. Change. Oh. Okay, today I want to talk about who to open up to regarding regarding secrets of your life or your marriage. Recently, I have found myself in a place where I was vulnerable, and I opened up myself to this little girl. I'll call her a little girl because it's now that I know that she's a little girl because of her mindset, her mentality. I opened up a lot about I'll not even call them secrets, because they are not secrets to me. They are not secrets to me. I opened up about some misunderstanding in my marriage with me and my husband, you know. And this girl thought that because she knows this little thing about me, she can talk to me anyhow. You know, she thinks that she can use my vulnerability against me, you know. Oh, you know the feeling you get with, oh, now I know that her husband did this. Now I know that she did this, and like that, I know a little thing about that marriage. You get it? And then you think that you want to ride yourself. She has not gotten to my age, so I'm like way older than her, you know. And I've gone through a lot of things in life, experienced a lot of things in life much longer than she when it comes to marriage. I'm in a Facebook group where we have over 30,000 women that I help every day regarding their marital issues. Some of them call me midnight, even which one. Do not open up to everyone. That is the topic for today. Do not open up to everyone. Not everyone is having the mindset to understand some of these things about life. Not everyone. I've learned that the hard way, and guess what? It has made me to cover up a lot of stuff that I could be teaching somebody who comes into my life. I could be teaching somebody who comes into my life some of these things, but guess what? Because I have opened up before and I have been burned, right? It now puts me in this place of protecting my privacy, protecting my information, because now I'm like, you know what? If somebody is not having the same mindset as I am, I'm not opening up about shit in my life to you. I'm not opening up. Forgive my language, but I had to use that to lay emphasis, okay? I have told myself that I am not going to open up to not just anyone who come into my life. You go there only as you dare, so as you come now, so you go there. And I really apologize to the new friends that I'm beginning to make, that I'm not really the way I used to be, because I've been burned so many times by fake girls who come into my life, hear one or two things, and now think that they are my God, and now think that they are better, and now think that they can use these things, this small information they know about me. But guess what? That is my past. Everything that I told you is my past. The good thing is you're no longer in my present. You're no longer in my now. You're no longer in my future. So if you keep going around and telling people the information that I gave you about something that happened in my past that I learned from, I grew out from, I've taken the lessons from that and I'm applying it to my present and moving forward, guess what? God will keep holding you accountable. You are carrying my cross for me. You are carrying my cross for me. Did you know that? Be careful who you open up to. Not everyone out there has the capacity in their brain to actually accommodate the information that you are giving them. Some people want to use this information against you. Some people, when you are opening up to them, they use your vulnerability against you. They make you feel like you are the worst person on earth. out of a sudden you see that small girl start disrespecting you, talking to you anyhow, because she knows a little thing about you that happened in your past, or something that you told her that you're going through at that moment. Do you want to blame her? I'm not blaming. Do you want to blame such a person? No, you cannot blame such a person. You blame yourself. You blame yourself for being vulnerable, because this person is using your vulnerability against you. It is not their fault, right? It is not their fault. It is your fault for opening up to them, thinking that they have the same mindset as you do. Just be very careful. If somebody does not have the capacity to accommodate a certain amount of information about your life, do not tell them. Because they are waiting for a day that they can use it against you. They may not even be waiting for a day to use it against you. But guess what will happen? They may start disrespecting you, and you begin to wonder, why has this person suddenly changed? It is because they know something about you, maybe something about your past. It may not necessarily be something in your present even. It's something maybe you would have told them that, oh, my husband and I went through this period where this thing happened. And to her, she would not even think that maybe you two worked that thing out, or it was a misunderstanding. And now you are not even living in that house anymore. But guess what? She's going to be paying rent in that house for you. How is she going to be paying rent in that house for you? She's going to be talking to you disrespectfully because she knows something about your past that maybe you have forgotten. You and your husband, you have made up, and you've realized that it was a misunderstanding. Like every marriage, no marriage is perfect. There's always going to be a misunderstanding, and any woman who tells you her marriage is 100% perfect in that light, right, that they don't have misunderstanding, is wrong. Because for me, I will tell you today that my marriage is perfect for me. It's perfect for me, meaning that I have understood that marriage comes with a lot of responsibility. Marriage comes with good times and bad times, and I only focus now on the good times of marriage. I do not dwell on the bad times of marriage, because if I dwell on the bad times of marriage, I will never ever achieve my goal and my calling to be a wife. Okay, that's a story for another day that I'll talk about. But today I'm focusing on you not opening up to everybody. Do not open up. No be all man get for no say this. So sometime be there for your married way, una fight, your master slap you, you pack your thing and come out. No, it's not everybody. Some of these girls out here are evil, are demons. I'm telling you the truth. They will take this information that you've given them and use it against you. They will take it and keep it somewhere, and they will start telling people, you know, say that Miranda, they say they make that thing so way it must have been done slappy, he pack it in and come off for house. Or that Miranda, they so you know, say it make that thing where Sunday be day, he go up, he calm down, he do this, he do that, and all of that. Be careful. Be careful who you open up to. Not everyone. Be careful who you open up to. Not everyone needs to know things that have happened in your past. I'm at a place in my life right now where if you meet me when I'm happy, you're going to only hear the happy things about my life. If you meet me when I'm going through a phase in my life, I keep my mouth shut. That's how it's going to be. Except that you open up about some things about your life that it will prompt me to open up that, yes, me too, I've gone through some things. You understand what I'm saying? I'm now trying, I really want to apologize to every new woman that is coming into my life that be patient with me, because now I'm trying to transition into matching energies. Okay, I'm transitioning into matching people's energy, but that is not who I used to be. I used to be a very open book. I used to be that person that I could even tell you my next plan for today. We could meet and I'll tell you the things that happened in my past, as well as the things that I'm planning to do. That's how open I was, or yes, I was, because I'm no longer that person. Now I'm trying to match energies. If you tell me your projects that you're working on, then I'll tell you my projects that I'm working on. But if you keep your mouth shut, I keep my mouth shut. If you say hello to me, I say hello to you as well. If you do not say hello to me, I do not say hello to you. So I'm now matching energies. That is the new me. I'm now matching energies, okay? Yes, and the reason why I'm matching energies is because I have realized that people don't understand that there are some people out there. See my hair, so pretty. Girl, you're so pretty. What's your nationality? You're so pretty. Yay. Anyways, this is self-motivation, okay? I have realized that a lot of people out there need for you to match their energy, for them to understand that they can only take as much as they give. If they call you, you call them. If they text you, you text them. If they check on you, you check on them. They do not check on you, let them be. They do not call you, don't call them. I've learned this the hard way. I have so many stories, so many experiences that if I want to start talking about them, we are gonna stay here for as long as I can think of. Right? We're gonna stay here for as long as I can think of. Some people, you might be calling them your friends, but to them you're not their friends. Do you know that? Yes, you might be saying this is my bestie, but to that person you are an acquaintance. Maybe that's why they are not opening up to you. Maybe that's why your relationship, you feel like you're always giving too much. I feel like that sometimes, like I always give too much. And guess what? My too much may not be appreciated by everyone. My too much may come across sometimes as if I'm very opinionated. My too much may come sometimes as if I'm very, I know that I am very authoritative, especially when it comes to business, because I do not mix business and pleasure. I do not. I don't joke when it comes to money. If I put in 10,000, that 10,000 should be able to give me some profits that I can use to invest in another business. And if you are my business partner and you find that my authority is too much for you when I want us to make more money, I move on. Okay? I'm very authoritative. I am. But it is because that is one of my natural nature that I cannot change. And I think that God gave me that for a reason. Because he knew that some people would just see me and think that, oh, this girl not only fine, she fine. And that is it. And it's the same like I said, I have so many stories. If I want to talk about these stories, it's going to keep us here forever. Right? But I'm not going to sit here and talk about those stories. I remember when I first started classes in Nigeria, my advertising teacher, he came to class and he said, write an ad. The first thing he came to class and he did was, he just wrote on the board, write an ad. Guess what? My classmates, they Googled. Some of them even wrote that HPT, www.hpt, like they copied everything from Google. I took my time, I sat there. And the time I was writing this ad, I was writing an ad for a product. Right? When I sat there, I was writing this ad, he passed by me, he made a lot of comments. But guess what? Now I am his favorite. Till today, he tells me, even after I've left Nigeria, till today, he tells me he has not met any student that is as intelligent and smart as I am. Beautiful inside out. That's how he calls me. Inside out. My classmate knew already why he called me inside out. Right? When people were Googling, using their phone, I sat down. I imagined me making my product and wanting it to sell, and I was writing. He passed by, he said, if you are beautiful and you are not smart, then you are not beautiful. If you are beautiful, you don't have brain, you're not smart. But I did not let any of those things he said get to me. I stayed focused, and guess what? I am the only one in a class of 200 who wrote something out of my brain. Yes, I wrote an ad out of my brain, and guess what? That ad has been framed, and yes, he took it and kept it in his office for a while. He took that ad and kept it in his office for a while. And then he came back to class and he kind of like was angry with all the other people because I was the only Cameroonian in my class. And people were calling me Cameroon girl, Cameroon girl, Cameroon girl. Right? Some of my classmates, if they watch this, they will testify. This teacher talked so bad that day. If you're beautiful, you don't have this. If you're dressing well, you don't have sense. You're dull. You're this and that. But I stayed focused and I kept smiling the whole time. And I wrote whatever thing I was writing, and made sure that I did not let whatever he was saying get to me. Right? Now, getting back on the topic of do not open up to everyone. Not everyone has the capacity, the mindset to understand some things that you have gone through in life. Try to match energies. If somebody is telling you about her husband, talking things about her husband with regards to him, maybe their communication in their marriage is poor, right? You can open up too and talk about some things in your own marriage that are not working up. But if they keep their mouth shut, keep your mouth shut. Nobody asks you to come and be telling them how good or how bad your husband is. If they are working on projects in Africa, they are telling you about these projects. Open up to them and talk about your own projects as well. If they're talking about their plans, open up to them and talk about your plans as well. But you see that topic that you want to talk about that they are not talking about, keep it to yourself. I have decided to match energies. And it's not too long ago that I made that decision, because I came across a certain period. I came through a certain period in my life that God put me there to learn something. Like I always tell people, when people come into your life, learn something from them. They don't come into your life by chance. I always make sure I learn something from this big brother. I always make sure I learn something from this small sister. I always make sure I learn something from this group of women. So now, this friendship is no longer the way it used to be. What is that thing that I can learn from this friendship? What spoiled this friendship? How can I move past this? That is who I am, and that is why most of us, or some of us out there, or some of you out there are always envious of me, because guess what? I use my brain. Not because we have fallen out of friendship that I will now say, oh, that is it. Yes, that is it. But what did I learn out of that relationship that we had? What made us to fall? How can I apply the benefits of the relationship that I made with you, the relationship that we had? I'm looking at the time before I go clock in, right? Because I'm already here, right? How can I apply what I have learned during the time that I knew you into my new relationship or my new friendship? To those of you who are meeting me now, trust me, you're going to get the best part of me. I used to be that person that when I come into your life, I'm all bubbly. What did you cook? What have you cooked? I'll just text you, what have you cooked today? Did you cook this? I'm coming to eat. I'm not actually like making you feel uncomfortable or making you, but I'm just trying to still understand our friendship, right? I can bother you for the first 2-3 days. What did you cook? Have you cooked this? Should I come and pick it up? And all of that. But not necessarily mean say that's the person that I'm still figuring us out, right? And some people don't understand this. Some people's mind are so shallow. They don't know, like I'm telling you, my videos are to educate, entertain, and educate. Most likely to educate. When people come into your life, understand. Ask God. Go to God and say, now Miranda is in my life. What is that thing that you want me to learn from Miranda? What is that thing that you want me to learn from this woman that you have put in my life? I need to know, Father. Tell me what that thing is. And God, open my eyes so that when that thing comes up, I will see it and I will know that this is what you want me to learn from her. And I pray that she learns something from me. I pray for my friends. And guess what? Most often I will dream about these friends. I'll dream and see their heart towards me. Something will happen and God will reveal their heart towards me. A lot of time God has revealed the hearts of some of my friends and I have been shocked. I have been shocked. Right? Be careful who you open up to. Some people need this information to feel better about themselves, to think that their marriage or their life is better than yours. They may not understand that there is gonna be a day where they will need to apply the information that you have told them about what you went through. Maybe God is telling them you're going to go through this thing that Miranda has gone through. And this information that Miranda is giving you, when you get to that bridge, use those things that she told you to cross it. Some people will not understand that. So be careful. Be careful who you open up to. Do not let everyone into your vulnerability.